decided to embark on this 10-year capital markets master plan, we decided, okay, what are we going to do? Just sit in our offices and write this plan? No, why don't we gather experts from around the world to help us think about it? So we got, and also from countries that have done this themselves, and we can share some of those lessons. So people flew in from Malaysia, all the way from Malaysia, from Israel, from the United States, and we got academics and practitioners and policymakers. Then we had the Minister of Finance, we had the central bank governor, we had the chairman of the Rwandan Stock Exchange, we had the CEO of the Rwandan Stock Exchange, we had the CEO of the Capital Markets Authority. We had very high level Rwandan presence. So everybody in the room knew that Rwanda is taking this project very seriously. So it was a very serious 3-day meeting to really dig into the issues about how do you develop capital markets.
So how do we develop capital markets?
Oh, I can't believe you asked me that. That's such a hard question. But the idea is to create a virtuous circle where you get economic growth that leads to more savings. Those savings can go into more productive investment vehicles via capital markets, stocks or bond investments. Those investments, that money goes to companies, that helps companies grow and get bigger. They hire more people have more savings, and they've got more money to invest. So the trick is to get this virtuous circle going, and you do that by developing capital markets.
Okay, so it's an entire ecosystem that can't survive one without the other.
I would say that's perfectly put, actually. It's about establishing that ecosystem. And that means getting the laws right, getting the regulations right, getting the incentives right, doing investor education, doing public education, helping companies, getting the market intermediaries, the brokers involved. It's really, your word is perfect. It's an ecosystem.
All right, now my very final question, of course, I threw you off with that question.
You did.
But my very final question, of course, as has been in different sectors, there's a lot of policy formulation, not enough policy implementation. How do we radicalize and ensure that the latter happens much more than the previous?
Well, again, you said it perfectly, because that's the point of a capital markets master plan. And as Finance Minister Gatete is always saying, I need the entire government to be saying the same thing. No matter who's talking, we all need to be saying the same thing about capital market development. And that requires that we have a 10-year capital markets master plan that is a part of the Vision 2020 that can guide all of us so that we know what to execute on. What are the priorities? What do we need to do? What kind of timeline do we have to follow? And what is the checklist that we need to get done?
All right. Thank you very much.